Hello everyone, this is Barbara at Trashy Makeovers, and today I'm going to do the first prompt for Dephemerember, which is 49 Dragonflies and Luise Heinzel's project. So I grabbed a bunch of stuff. First I have this lace that I cut some holes in. Let me see if I cut some holes in it, and I kind of frayed some areas of it. And this is going to be my moth-eaten lace, which is one of the portions of the prompt. So it's page tabs and moth-eaten lace. So I've got this. It's a synthetic lace, so it didn't fray quite as nice as I'd like, but I think it'll work. And then I took some book pages and just did a zigzag stitch and sewed that up. I'm going to cut this up and we might be able to use this. I've got some denim. I've got these two little, I was going to make them into journal cards, but I think I'm going to use them for page tabs instead. And then I've got this as part of a folder that I might be able to cut up or rip up and use. So with the denim, I'm kind of intrigued by the blue. So I've got this denim, and then I have some little, I had done a journal where I bought like a kit. And so I might be able to use some of this stuff on there. I also have, there's just a scrap. Oh, I found these, I have these moths, which will, let me get one out. If I can use, they're kind of heavy, but I think I might be able to attach it. Well, just drop them everywhere, Barbara. That's a great idea. So there's that. That's an idea. Might be able to use that. I've got some safety pins and some other metal embellishments, and I got some brads. I got some brads out. So let's see what we can come up with here. So first of all, well, maybe I want to do this first. I might want to do this first. So I'm thinking, this one I already had put brads in, and then I had taped the back. This one I don't have anything in, but I'm thinking what I'd like to do, well, does it have to go? I don't think it does. I was going to say, does it have to go that way? I think I'm going to fold it over. I think I'm going to fold it. Oh, I didn't bring any oxide or ink over, but that's okay because I can do that later. So if I do this, right, and then it could fit over a page, and then I'm gonna need some where's my scissors? There we go. Let me see, because I think this is sturdy enough that it would be able to hold one of those moths. So if I went, I could attach this way. And this one might just end up being pretty simple, which I'm okay with. So if I do that, now ideally, what I'd like to do at this point is put like an eyelet here or something, but I've already got these brads in there, plus I didn't bring my crocodile over, so we're not going to do that. We'll just glue it on. Yeah, let's just glue it on. Got the handy-dandy Fabri-Tac. The only thing with the Fabri-Tac, and I don't know if you've noticed this if you use it, is it does dry kind of glossy. So sometimes I like to use it with like a thicker lace so that it doesn't show through. But since we're doing the moth-eaten, that's really not an option. So glossy it's going to have to be. So let's just stick that on there. Let that kind of do its thing. And then, where did those moths go? I thought, oh, could I do it with a safety pin? No, because it'll, yeah, you know what? Maybe I can. Hold on. Let me, well, it would have to go on the inside though, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll get a couple out anyway, just in case. Because I do like safety pins. An eyelet and a bulb pin would probably be ideal for this, but I was thinking that I could maybe I could attach it with a brad. Right? Do we like that? Like it sticking out a little bit more? Where's my awl? Okay. I think I want it right about there. Or do I want it down here? Do I want it down here? Do I want it up a little? Well, I don't want it to cover up that hole. So maybe here. Maybe there. Let's see if I can do this without completely poking my finger. Yep, sure can. All right, and the smart thing would have been to get one of these brads out of the bag before I made the hole. But you know what? I think it'll be fine. I can find it. And are these going to be long enough? Come on, little one. Oops. Yeah, I think those legs will be long enough. Legs or feet or whatever you want to call them. Will it fit in there? Will it stay? Yes. Oh, now where's the hole? Right there. Oops, sorry, I'm out of frame. I had to be able to see what I was doing there. And then that. Well, I think that's just kind of cute the way it is. We're going to call that one done. Okay, whoops, don't flip it over. It's too pretty. And then it'll fit, like I said, it'll fit right over the page, and I can glue it to the page. I can ink around the edge. But that's pretty simple, but I like it. I don't know if I love the silver with the kind of bronzy thing, but you know what? Sometimes that is what it is. Okay, so this, what I was thinking is I could, let's see, I could cut this. Cut this. And these might be bigger. But see, generally speaking, when I do a journal, when I do page tabs, I like to leave them a little longer. I like them to be long. But that doesn't always have to be the case. So if I did this, I could do one that was a little longer. What if we cut it? What if we, how about right there? Well, you got to cut the thread too, Barbara. Goodness gracious. There we go. So there's that. And then we have more of this lace. Now, I might have to put something on the other side. Or wait, if we did it this way, hold on, this way, and then, well, you know what? It doesn't have to go all the way, does it? It doesn't have to go all the way lengthwise. I could just do something like this. Like that. Oh, well, that's upside down, first of all. We don't want that. What if we did that? What else do I have over here? Oh, safety pins. Hang on. Let's cut that. And then one of the ways to avoid that glossy glue would be just to use a safety pin to attach this. I kind of get it through a part that's not just a hole in the lace, so it'll stay a little better. How about that? Okay, and then, do I want to put something on the back there? I didn't really, oh, wait a minute, where's that? Got this piece of scrap paper. What about something like that? Hey, I kind of like that. Of course, but I think what I want to do is rip that edge though. And again, I didn't bring any ink over to do any distressing, but you know, I can always do that later. Get the edge not quite so pristine. Yeah. Yeah, watching me rip paper is probably the highlight of your day. But there we go. And then should we do, let's do that. Oops, stand up, soldier. Put that down. Okay, whoops, where'd it go? Right there. Boy, you know what? I like that. I like that, so I'm going to glue it on there. Right, this edge, right? Yeah. I need a new bottle of glue. This one's getting kind of down to the end. Well, not completely down to the end, but when I get about halfway through the bottle of glue, I start to get a little nervous. Am I going to run out before I get to the store again? Oop, okay, get on there. There we go. There we go. I like that one. Okay, so we'll put you over here. What else did I have? Oh, the denim. Okay. Let's see here. What can we do with this? I like this seam edge. Maybe I should have planned this out a little better. So if I got that, and then what else do we have here? Let's look in here. There's a spider. Oh, that's kind of pretty, but I'm afraid things will cover that. Okay. This lady, she's pretty. But I like the shape of these. And I really like that tree, and it looks like there's a moon behind it. What else have I got in here? Well, there's a dragon. I don't think I want to go dragon. A castle. Maybe not. Oh, look at the kitty cat. I don't want to do the kitty, though. Okay, you know what? We're going to go with one of these two. So, we got her. We could do another piece of this book page. Wait, where's the part that I cut off? That doesn't really show very much denim, though, does it? If I wanted to do... Oh, and I got to get the lace in there. That's part of the prompt. But I think I just want a little piece. I don't think I want like a whole bunch of it. I want to do just a little... Just a little bit, maybe. Oops, sorry if I'm out of frame. Just do a little bit there. Now again, I could pin that together instead of gluing it. But, I mean, I don't know. I do like it. I mean, obviously I would cut this off. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. Let's do that. So, come off of there, lady. Let's do a little bit of this. Whoops. I had volcano glue here, so, let's get a little bit. There we go. So we can stick that on here. Oops. Right? And then, where's our lady? Let's glue her. And again, I probably would ink around this if I had my ink near me, but I don't, so we're not going to. I think she can go right there. And since she already has like a little hole here, maybe I'll put an eyelet in there later. That could be cool. And then let's get some glue here. Which way? Towards the top or towards the bottom? Or in the center? I'm generally not a fan of in the center, but in this case I kind of like it. So let's glue that down. Now, with this one, I might have to do something with the other side. Where's that other piece that I had? Oh, Barbara, you're just fantastic at keeping things together, aren't you? Okay. Well, again, I might have to... I'll definitely have to do something to the other side because when it shows on the other side of the page, we'll want it to have something a little nicer than that. But I think that's cute. All right, I like that. There's 3 done. What else did I have? This file folder? Or this file? Part of a file. I don't know if I want to do anything with that, but you know what I do want to do? I got to replace this paper anyway. I think I want to use some of this paper. Some of my paper on the table. And I like... See, this is nice and stiff because it's got a lot of paint in it. And it's got a lot of colors too. So let's just, whoops, stay out of there. Let's just rip off a piece of this. What does it look like on the other side? Ooh, not great, but that's okay. Because we should be able to fix that. Is that too big of a piece? Is that too big for a page tab? Oh, can I fold it over? I think I'd rather just rip off some more. Okay, so let's do that. What do I have? 1 piece of lace left, don't I? This might be our last one. And that would be okay. Okay, so I got this lace. So that can go on there. What else do I have that could work? I've got more safety pins. I've got, well... Do I? No. There's more denim. Or, what about this? Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. And of course I can't edit, so I would just have to sneeze right along with you guys. Do we like that? I don't love that. I don't... Oh, wait, what's this? Whoops, get off of there. Could that work? I mean, it's kind of white on this side, but I could cut it. Don't love that. Okay, I might have run out of materials, but I definitely want to do something with this. So, maybe for now... I'll just, oh, wait, could I have it peeking out from underneath there? Oh, what do you think of that? It could go this way. It can peek out from underneath there. I mean, it's kind of subtle, but, and then I could add something to here later. And should I safety pin it or should I glue it? I'm going to safety pin it. I'm going to stick that on there with a safety pin. And then, oh, Barbara, there we go. Put that on there with a safety pin. Be kind of like industrial grungy with all that paint. I like that green. Yeah, so then something else can go, well, sorry if I'm bumping you. Got this hairnet. Well, and then I bump you again. See how I am? That netting could go on the back. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But so we made, I got this one started, and then we made this one, which will go right over a page, which I think is cute. And we've got this. This one might be my favorite. I don't know why, but should I put some more safety pins in there? Later, you can do that later, Barbara, if you want to. And then this one, which is cute. Stop hanging on to me. This one was just cute. I think I will put an eyelet there because I think that would be cute. And then I'll decide later what to do with the back, depending on how far I'm going to put it on the page. But yeah, I like those. I like those. So that's the prompts for day 1, or the first prompts for Dephemerember. And yeah, I'll be back with the next one about as soon as I can. Been working a lot of overtime, so I'm behind, as usual. But thanks for hanging out, and I will see you next time.